So the boys and I have a Tuesday in the Woods update. We've got a couple of leaks out here someplace because the vacuum is down to around 22 inches. See if I can get this to focus. But if you can see there, you can see the bubbles shooting through this line. That means that there's a leak someplace on this line, and we're currently hunting for it. I've made it up to about the third tree. I don't see anything yet, but got my bucket of tools, and we're moving along here, seeing if we can find this. I think maybe the camera on this phone is broken. I think you can see the bubbles kind of shooting by there. So we're still not far enough. Get up here to the end. And I can still see bubbles. You can still see them racing past there. So somewhere here, we've got a leak. And here you can see, I think, it's this tap. And I'm wondering if it's just not seated right here at the top. So we're gonna hit it with a hammer and see what happens. So I tapped it with a hammer to see if it was seated all the way. I thought maybe some ice had pushed it out. That did nothing. And then I looked, and you see right here, we got a tap hole from a couple years ago right there that we shouldn't have there. A little too close to that hole. And I'm guessing that it's sucking air. No, I can't hear it. I guess it's sucking air in through there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that tap out and cap it off and see if that fixes it. So it's funny. So much of what we do is wandering around in the woods, and just when my dad tapped this, because he tapped the trees this year, he just didn't see that hole. We would never tap right above a hole like that. So somewhere in here, I don't have my camera right, somewhere in here, it was leaking air, either through this hole or in the bark someplace. And as soon as I capped that off, pulled it out and capped it off, I think, yeah, you can see that bubble right there. It's no longer sucking bubbles through like that anymore. And that causes the vacuum to drop, you know, an inch and a half an inch or whatever. I've absolutely checked this line before. This is close to the pump house, so I've checked this before, and that has not been leaking anytime until today. So we got that sealed up, so I'm going to walk around and look for some more. We are still getting sap here. It's our 5th week of making syrup. You can look around. There's not a speck of snow, except maybe over there. You can see the dogs are running around having a good time. We've made a good amount of syrup. We'd like to get 2 more weeks out of it. I don't know that we're going to get that, but it is Maple Weekend, so if you're watching this and you're not busy this weekend, come out and see us. We will be making a little bit of syrup for sure.